Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Damon coming at you from Clutch City Chat on my lunch break again. Just wanted to do a little round robin on some news I've heard going on throughout the NFL today. Just real quick, I wanted to touch up. Apparently my first video didn't sit too well with some people. I think they took some stuff out of context and it did not entirely listen to what I said because they took it completely the wrong way. But I'm not going to get into that debate because it's going to get into a real long discussion, and honestly, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and you can think of me what you're going to. There's no way I'm going to change that, so have at it, and thanks for the view. So moving on, I wanted to talk about the Texans real quick. The Texans, I just saw the game this morning, a little bit last night, a little bit this morning. I had it recorded. I really liked what I saw from this team. I get it, it's only preseason. It's the Cardinals. They are a Super Bowl contender. They did have a lot of starters not playing, but they made Carson Palmer look very pedestrian when they were picking him off. That pick six looked great. The pick from Andre Howell looked great. I really liked what I saw from the defense, minus a couple of big plays they gave up. You know, that's going to happen from time to time. I'm hearing J.J. Watt might be back week 1 now that he's practicing, so we'll see where it goes on with that. You know, I really like what I see depth-wise from this team. Jadeveon Clowney just seems to find a way to be at the ball on almost every play, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing from that, because if we can get it together with him and Merciless and Watt on the field at the same time, and Will Fork and Cushing and McKinney and all these guys, they're loaded on defense if everybody can stay healthy and get it together. On offense, I'm hearing Dwayne Brown might still be able to make it back by week 1. We'll see what goes on with that. I liked what I saw from the offensive line for the most part. Gave up a sack I wasn't real happy with, where they got to Osweiler completely untouched. But just looking at some of the things I saw, Tyler Ervin looks really good, and I like what I saw from him. Hayden had a real good pick when he said that that's the guy he's really looking forward to seeing. The guy really hit the seam and hit the hole fast, really got up the field. He had a 50-yard kick return that looked outstanding. Our special teams looks incredible right now. Coverage teams are getting to guys as soon as they get the ball. They're not getting any yards. They're getting like 3-4 yards of return. That is awesome. That's something we haven't had in a long time. Now we just got to get the kick return game going, and it looks like we might be finding something there. We got some speed guys that might be able to do something. So going forward, I'm real excited to see that in action. The offense, Brock Osweiler pitched nearly a perfect game. A lot of alliteration there, but anyway. He went 11 of 13, would have been 13 of 13 if it wasn't for 2 drops. 1 from Will Fuller. However, can't dog Will Fuller right now because that guy looks outstanding right now. He is burning defenses. Granted, they are preseason players. Some of them are backups, sure. But he looks really good. You can't coach speed, and honestly, the throws that Osweiler's hitting him with, these little drop-ins over the shoulder for like 30 yards are just, oh man, it's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of art. Like, it's to where the corner can't even get to it, and it's just corner of the end zone, right over the shoulder, in the breadbasket. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do there. I think we still need to work on the running game, so we'll see what goes on with that. Lamar Miller's got some speed. You know, use these running backs well. You wear them down. Eventually, they're going to get tired. Maybe third, fourth quarter when you're running it, you see some breakout runs from Lamar Miller, Alfred Blue, guys like that. Moving on to another team, the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not saying it's a good thing that Tony Romo's hurt, so don't get me wrong. He's a great quarterback when he's healthy, but I think for the future of that franchise, it could be an interesting thing to see what Dak Prescott can do right now, because he's lighting it up in the preseason. It is only preseason, but see what he can do going forward, because, man, if that guy can translate that to regular season and, you know, be a pro like that, he looks like he could be really spectacular. And I bet a lot of teams are really wishing they hadn't passed on him for 3 or 4 rounds and let him drop all the way to the 4th round. So we'll see what happens with him, but kind of excited to see what he's able to do. I'm not a Cowboys fan in the slightest, but it's good for the Texas teams to, you know, have everybody, you know, playing good right now and battling it out to see who's the best team in Texas. And he's really looked good. It brings a mobility to their offense that they haven't had in a while, really, since I'd say even like Quincy Carter. Tony Romo can extend plays, but you're not going to see him scrambling like Dak Prescott can to get out of trouble. But the next story, I'm hearing Justin Houston has been placed on the PUP list, so that's good for the Texans because they don't have to play him. I know you want to beat teams when they're at their strongest, and that's good and all, but I mean, right now it's lining up perfectly for the Texans because they're not going to have to face Justin Houston in week 2. They're not going to have to face Tom Brady in week 3. So capitalize on that. Take those wins. Do what you got to do to because like you don't have these kinds of scenarios fall in your lap ever really that often where the best player on the other team is out, especially 2 weeks in a row. And now you might be adding a third, well, not the best player because Adrian Peterson is the best one, but I'm not a Vikings fan, but I have some friends who are. My heart goes out to you guys. That's a tough break, man. No pun intended at all. That is just awful. From everything I'm hearing, this just happened a few hours ago, a few minutes ago maybe even. But Vikings practice was shut down after 25 minutes due to, for those of you who don't know, Teddy Bridgewater non-contact drill went down untouched with a gruesome, as they put it, gruesome knee injury. The ambulance came onto the field, picked him up, took him to a trauma center, and they had to sedate him to give him an MRI. Said players were gathered around, alternating between praying and cussing, and multiple players were seen vomiting from the sight of what they saw. I can't even imagine. The description Mike Zimmer, the head coach, gave is that it snapped. His leg snapped at the knee. It's sounding a lot like a, what's that guy from the Clippers that went to Golden State? The name escapes me right now, but it's sounding a lot like one of those injuries where the leg just folds up the way it's not supposed to, whether it goes backwards or sideways. Man, my heart goes out to you guys. That's your franchise quarterback, and I'm sorry for you guys. You never want to see anybody get hurt in the NFL. It is a violent sport, and things happen, but prayers go out to him and to y'all's team that y'all can find somebody to replace him for a little while. Hope that he gets better. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Not a whole lot of stories going around right now. Just touched on what I saw from today. Tried to get as many stories as I could in. Didn't really see anything that was like headline grabbing outside of the injuries for myself. Really, just wanted to touch up on what I saw in the game. Thought that was pretty interesting, and it was a fun game to watch. Anyway, tell me what you guys think. Is there anything you guys want me to talk about? What did you see today? What did you anything y'all have heard from the Teddy Bridgewater story, the Tony Romo story, Justin Houston, the Texans? Anything y'all saw that I perhaps didn't, or that I didn't bring up? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about. Same goes for Hayden. You've got Hayden out there as well. He's my co-host. Let me know or let him know as well if you want him to talk about anything, touch up anything. Maybe talk about the same topics I did so he can give his take on some things. Sometimes we have different opinions, and that's why we do this. So anyway, we love doing this, and we love the fact that y'all are tuning in to watch these videos. So keep the views coming and keep the ideas coming, letting us know what you guys want us to do and what you want to see going on in the future. Anyway, if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and share. Follow us at Twitter and Facebook, as always, at Clutch City Chat. Thanks for watching.